What's happening, guys? No, don't change the channel. Calm down. It is Xbox One footage. Some of you will know that Battlefield Hardline is currently available right now on EA Early Access. So if you have an Xbox One, you can play Battlefield Hardline right now for 10 hours. You can play all the game modes, all the multiplayer maps, and you can play the prologue and the first single player mission. If you then choose to buy the game, then you won't lose any of your progress. That'll carry on in the main game. So it's really cool. Obviously some people don't like it. It's behind the EA Access, but the EA Access does serve a purpose and people don't have to subscribe to it if they don't want to. It's a personal choice, so, you know, I don't see a problem with it. The problem with this, of course, is I'm a PC player, you guys know this, so playing on console, it's difficult for me. Now, that means that I'm going to showcase a lot of videos between now and Battlefield Hardline launch from the 10 hours of footage that I'm going to be playing. This is just one of them on RIPTIDE. What you may notice is a lot of me looking around and maybe not so much of me killing, okay? Because I'm going to be trying to showcase the maps for you guys, but I don't think there's going to be crazy kill streaks going on up in this bitch, okay? Because, well, it's just not going to happen because I suck with a controller. You will have seen that a lot of other YouTubers got to play this map probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think, at an event, but I believe that was on Heist. This is the CONQUEST variant, and one thing I did notice is that there is a massive central battle going on around this house in the middle. It's set on a set of islands, basically. Imagine you've got quite a few islands and you've got some nice prestigious houses and holiday homes, and that's how it's set. So each flag, it kind of is on its own island a little bit, and there's some boats and stuff that you can use to get around, but you don't necessarily need those. But the central focus of the map is definitely this middle flag, if you like, around the big mansion, and you can stand on that mansion and sort of scope around to all the other flags as well. And I found that it was quite interesting. I thought the map actually flowed quite well. I have played it on Heist as well, and it was quite nice on Heist. Dare I say it was nice on Heist? It was nice on Heist. See, that just flows off the tongue like that. The Levolution event for this map, although I'm sure there's more, maybe little Levolution events, but the main one is a storm. I don't like the storms, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm sick to death of that Paracel Storm. I'm going to be honest. Okay, they've kind of got to have a storm on Paracel Storm, because the damn map's called Paracel Storm. I can kind of get it. It annoys me when it gets so loud. And to be fair, it has been toned down a little bit in RIPTIDE. Which is the name of this map, incidentally. It's been toned down. It's not as loud and as overpowering, maybe. And the trees, they kind of look a little bit weird when they're sort of swaying. They look a little bit strange. But yeah, that's for a completely different video. So this was one of the first maps I played, and I would say compared to some of the other ones, this is one of the ones that is most like a Battlefield map, I would say. I mean, the orientation of it, the water, small little islands, feels more like a Battlefield map than, say, the Block, or one of the smaller ones, or even Hollywood Heights, because Hollywood Heights still feels relatively small. So overall, this one feels a lot more like a Battlefield map. It's balanced pretty well. It's got a bit of a Paracel Storm feel about it in its layout, but not in its design. Obviously, it doesn't look like Paracel Storm because it's stylized a very different way, but they're similar in the way that they're laid out with the water, bodies of water surrounding one main island with the main flag and other flags surrounding it. I do just want to point out as well a couple of things. As I've said, this is Xbox One gameplay. The Xbox One version of Battlefield Hardline is running at 720p, 60 FPS on the Xbox One. On the PlayStation 4, it's running at 900p. So, while that might not seem like a massive difference, it is running at a slightly higher resolution on the PlayStation 4. Now, recently, I've been playing a little bit of Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One, even though you might not be able to tell in this video, I've been trying to get my console aim up a little bit so that I didn't suck too bad when I played Hardline on Xbox One. And one of the things that was very apparent to me was how much the frames dropped in Battlefield 4 quite regularly. Now, I will say that that is still an issue in Hardline. I noticed a lot of FPS drops, but it did overall feel smoother to me than Battlefield 4. So I do think they've made an improvement in the performance. Now, I can't honestly remember what resolution the game was running at on Battlefield 4 and Xbox One. If someone remembers, throw it down in the comments. I think it was higher than 720p, but I could be wrong. So I can't really compare it directly to what it was running on the Battlefield 4, but I do think it feels a little bit smoother. Now, for most of my audience, I know most of you guys play on PC, but there is some of you guys that play on console as well. So maybe you're looking to pick the game up on Xbox One, maybe you're not. I would suggest if you do have an Xbox One and you're interested in Battlefield Hardline, even though I suppose I shouldn't say this, just go get EA Access for a month. It's £3 in the UK, so what's that, $5? I don't know, something like that. And try it out. You know, you can try it out for 10 hours and you can 100% say, yeah, I'm going to play the hell out of this game. I'm going to buy it. Again, I apologize for the terrible gameplay from... I'm basically a PC scrub, I suppose, if we can use that analogy the other way around. So coming to console is quite difficult for me. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the footage, you can get a feel for the map, and look out for the other videos, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.